Ringo TV Reactions. You already don't know what it is. We back again with another one. Dealing with another interesting topic. It brings us back to Jamie Foxx. Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, as you come into the stream, whether you watch the live or you watch the replay, make sure you get the likes up on the video as we go on yet another journey to find out exactly what's going on in these streets. So what we got for you is a video I titled The Shocking Video of How Eric Bishop Became Cloned as Jamie Foxx. David Letterman interview. Yeah. You see, a lot of us, we appreciate Jamie Foxx. You can't take nothing away from him. He's very talented. You know what I'm saying? Very talented brother. Musician, actor, comedian. I mean, a lot of people would love to be able to do all the different things he's able to do. But now, one thing that we have to uncover is who is Eric Bishop. Now, I would have never dug a little deeper to find info if it wasn't for the viewers that come into the platform, go into the chat and the comments. And I noticed a couple of people were saying that his real name is not Jamie Foxx. Now, I've always thought that his name was Jamie Foxx. I didn't know that his name was Eric Bishop, which is very problematic to say the least. I mean, why would a man not want to have his original birth name? You know, why would a man try to change his identity? Why would a man change his name from Eric Bishop to Jamie Foxx? And to add insult to injury, why is it, I'm just trying to figure this out. Why is it that his so-called daughter have the last name Foxx? It doesn't make sense. You understand? And you know, you're gonna have a couple of people that, you know, they're gonna think they're smarter than me, rather than they just sit back, listen to the show. You're gonna always have those that come into the chat, to post comments, didn't even hear nothing yet. They already know everything already, right? You know everything already, so why are you watching? If you know everything already, why are you watching? See, this is what happens when people don't take the time to listen, hear the facts, understand what's going on, to see that Jamie Foxx may have already been cloned a long time ago. And that particular man that we know as Jamie Foxx is actually the clone. The real Jamie, or shall I say Eric Bishop, he have already pretty much expired, to say the least. He's no more. And his daughter don't even look like him, to be honest with you. I don't even know who she is. I don't know anything about this woman, but it kind of goes back to how in the industry they set up these people, man. They set up these agents. They set up people that, you know, they're actors, they're famous, they have this extravagant lifestyle. They live in the best multi-million-dollar mansions in a secluded area away from the world. I mean, this guy lives in a very, very nice mega mansion. Man, I have multiple videos I got to do about Jamie Foxx. Oh yeah, we have a lot of content. I have about 5 or 6 or 7 videos I got to do. So I'm trying to start them. I don't know where to begin. But we want to find out about Eric Bishop. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We want to find out about this because it's interesting to me. You know, in my research on Twitter and various other sites, I'm looking at stuff and it says that Foxx, born Eric Bishop, changed his name to the gender neutral. Now, we could just stop right there and recognize that there's a problem. Why would a man want to change his name to a gender neutral name? You see? Now, some of you believe that Jamie Foxx is his character name and his real name is X, Y, and Z. No, that's false. Based on the facts, Eric Bishop changed his name to the gender neutral name so he could get stand-up slots on stage. He noticed female comedians were always getting picked for a set. One night at the Santa Monica Improv, he signed up as Jamie Foxx. He went on stage and killed it that night. Now, a lot of you may not think this is interesting, but there's a very serious thing going on right now because a man decided that because women were getting picked, he decided to change his name to a gender neutral name, which really make no sense, to say the least, because they're still gonna know you're Jamie Foxx. They still gonna know that you are Eric Bishop, I should say. Because I want you to understand something before we go a little deeper into this. This cloning thing been going on for a long time. It's not new. The cloning been going on for a long time. What took place with Jamie Foxx was not because he couldn't get no slots for some comedy hour. That doesn't make sense. Changing his name to Jamie Foxx to get picked doesn't make sense because if they notice that it's still Eric Bishop, they'll just stop him from going to the set and say, we don't want you. Why you change your name? We know who you are. So when you think logically, Jamie Foxx is the clone that was created. Eric Bishop is gone. Eric Bishop died a long time ago. Now, we got to break this thing down because a lot of you may not believe because you figure, okay, I'm saying it, that's not enough. But sometimes it's good to hear it from the horse's mouth. Sometimes it's good to get the actual facts from the horse's mouth. But before we get to that, make sure you click that like button because we got 192 people in the building, right? And there's only 56 likes. We need those likes to match those views. You know, it doesn't make no sense you're in here and you're not clicking the like button. What's the point? You're kind of making me feel a little concerned that maybe the majority of you are agents. Maybe the majority of you are government spies that are sent to, I guess, keep tabs on the truth that I'm sharing because the industry really don't like when you uncover this. They don't like when you break these type of things down. So we need to get those likes up. Very important that you do that. Now, Eric Marlon Bishop is his name. Known professionally as Jamie Foxx, is an American actor, comedian, and singer. He received acclaim for his portrayal as Ray Charles in the film Ray, winning the Academy Award, BAFTA Screen Actors Golden Globe Award for Best Actor. Now, it says he was born on the 13th of December, 1967. He's age 55. It says that he has an upcoming movie. Upcoming movies. Now, I don't follow everything with this man, but I do know that in the past few weeks, there was a filming of some sort of film. I'm going to assume it have something to do with They Cloned Tyrone. Now, if you're one that follow all of the upcoming films that Jamie Foxx is involved in, could it be that that's the movie? Just put a 1 in the chat if I'm on point. The movie that Jamie Foxx is supposed to be working on, that's supposed to be released in June, is it the movie They Cloned Tyrone? Because if it is, then the rabbit hole gets deeper. Because why would Jamie Foxx be pretty much producing or involved in a film, because he's in the movie They Cloned Tyrone? And it's interesting that he is in the movie. And as of late, he came down with a medical situation, and they already had somebody else to do his takes. They already had a clone set up that looked like Jamie to do his parts. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing? So we're going to have to also do a review on They Cloned Tyrone. We're going to have to also talk about that, because with all of the cloning, we have to find out, what is the movie industry trying to do? What exactly are they saying? And why is Jamie Foxx going through what he's going through right now? What's really going on? Because people are being cloned, people are being sacrificed, and it's a coincidence that they cloned Tyrone. Like, why? I looked at the so-called movie trailer, and to say the least, man, it's not really looking good. I looked at the movie trailer for They Cloned Tyrone. It looks very interesting because it talks about how the government is cloning people, and it's really, really bad. It's not a good look. So we're going to have to review that, because I believe that Jamie Foxx is in a lot of hot water. He's in a lot of mess. The powers that be is definitely using him right now, and it could be his end. It could be the end of Jamie Foxx as we know it. Maybe they no longer need him no more, or they're trying to reveal to the world that, yes, we did in fact clone Jamie Foxx. Because why else would they release this film, They Cloned Tyrone? Now, again, we're talking about a Jamie Foxx who basically changed his name to a gender-neutral name, which means he wanted to be accepted like a woman. He wanted the powers that be to give him a shot to do comedian work. Basically, that sounds to me like he sold his soul. Why would a man change his birth name to a gender-neutral name to get a gig to do comedian work? That sounds like the oath to me. Sounds to me like a man that took the oath. You see, what you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, is Jamie Foxx already done sold his soul to the devil. And that's why he had to change his name. You see, in order to dance with the devil, you got to sell your soul. And that's what he did. He sold his soul, changed his name. But you don't believe me, of course. Why would you? I mean, why would you believe me? So I'm going to have to show you the proof, right? Since you don't believe me, let's bring out the proof for you, because it seems to be the only thing you'll pay attention to, right? So let's check this out. Fair use, commentary, and criticism, Ringo TV reactions. Let's go.
Well, you have a beautiful family.
Dave. Don't go, Dave. Don't go, Dave. Don't go, Dave.
Now, this particular clip is from the David Letterman show. That's right. The David Letterman show. Old clip. This is a very, very old clip. Let's play the tape. Find out what's going on.
Stop it. We've already cashed the check. Okay. All right. Knock it off. We know where you live.
What else would you have done if you hadn't done this? I love your name.
Well, thank you.
I love your name. Because
Now, he starts off by saying, I love your name. I love your name. Because the show is not really about anything other than to introduce the clone called Jamie Foxx. Because during the time of the Letterman show, a lot of people were concerned of the true identity of Eric Bishop. They were like, hold up, wait a minute. We calling him Jamie Foxx, but this guy name is Eric Bishop. What's going on here? Who is this guy? What happened to Eric Bishop? Who is this guy named Jamie Foxx? I know him as Eric Bishop. So you see him telling Letterman, oh, I like your name. I like your name. See, they're trying to warm you up because they're really trying to focus on making you believe that Jamie Foxx, the name was created because Eric Bishop couldn't get a gig to do comedy. But that's a lie. See, Eric Bishop got cloned. That's the making of Jamie Foxx. See, the industry is very, very slick with how they do these things. A lot of these people that we love in Hollywood are actually androids, agents that are filled with demonic spirits. These are not even real people that we witness. Now, I know that may sound crazy to a lot of you, but when you really think about it, the rabbit hole goes deep. Let's roll the tape, find out what's going on.
as he was yelling out David Letterman, I said, it would have been great to actually, to hear you playing basketball. I would love to hear your name called out when you hit
It
a
would have
shot.
been great. And
David Letterman for three.
I tried to play basketball,
Yeah.
and I love playing basketball. I'm just not that good.
Just not that good. You got to listen to the play of words. Mr. Letterman said the reason why he didn't play basketball is because he wasn't that good. See, the reason why Eric Bishop wasn't able to break into comedy is because he wasn't that good. It's not that he couldn't get the shot. It's not that he couldn't get the slot. He was just not that good. So he had to sell his soul to Satan and become Jamie Foxx. Y'all better peep the game. He had to sell his soul to become Jamie Foxx. Always listen to the play of words, that he wasn't good. Letterman said he wasn't good enough. That's why he never played basketball. Just like Jamie, he wasn't really that good. It's when he given his soul over to Satan is when Satan gave him the power, or should I say the talent. The talent to play, the talent to do this, the talent to make you laugh, the talent to do all these different things. Because these are the things that the devil will provide you. But you must sell your soul. It's the only way. Let's get back to the tapes.
But I enjoyed playing it. And speaking of names, talk about learning something each day. I didn't realize today something about Jamie Foxx.
Uh-oh.
Can I say this?
Uh-oh.
Your birth name, your given name was Eric Bishop.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Notice this. This is supposed to be an interview. Now, I don't have the full interview. I have the clip that we need to substantiate our points. Letterman says, could I say this? Meaning he's asking Jamie for permission to talk about this. But it's not that he's asking him for permission. This is what the show was supposed to be about. The show was supposed to be about introducing the clone. Introducing Jamie Foxx. It was about to shut down the naysayers, because during this time, a lot of people were concerned about who is Eric Bishop, who is Jamie Foxx, what's going on. The conspiracy theorists, all of that type of mumbo jumbo stuff was out there, and they were trying to clear his name to make him more believable to the media. So let's rewind that back, hear that again. Let's go.
Speaking of names, talk about learning something each day. I didn't realize today something about Jamie Foxx.
Now notice, he just said he didn't realize that till today. So you mean to tell me Letterman, a professional host, interviewed many different celebrities. You're going to tell me a successful show as the David Letterman show. He just now learned that Eric Bishop was his real name? You going to tell me the people in Hollywood didn't know that? He knew that already. But this is how they have to play their cards because they want it to sound like it's nothing new. Like this is normal. Like anybody could just change their name. Let's go.
I tried to play basketball,
Yeah.
and I love playing basketball. I was just not that good,
Right.
but I enjoyed playing it. And speaking of names, talk about learning something each day. I didn't realize today something about Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Your birth name, your given name was Eric Bishop.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And, Eric Bishop had warrants, and I want to get away from that dude because that dude,
Listen,
he wasn't gonna get no credit. He ain't gonna be able to travel outside the country.
notice he said that dude got warrants. That dude wouldn't be able to travel outside the country. He wouldn't be able to do this. See, Eric Bishop was a failure. Eric Bishop wasn't able to do anything. And this is why Jamie Foxx was born. Because once you take the oath to Satan, he now will give you what you need to be successful. Again, listen to what he said.
Bishop had warrants, and I want to get away from that dude.
He said he wanted to get away from that dude. Why would a grown man want to get away from himself? Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Stop playing. Why would he want to get away from himself? A man should be proud of who he is. Let's go.
Something about Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Your birth name, your given name was Eric Bishop.
Yes, it is. And Eric Bishop had warrants, and
He said that Eric Bishop had warrants, which means that Eric Bishop was wanted. Wanted by who? Wanted by the Illuminati. Bars. I'm telling you, man. Eric Bishop was wanted, y'all. Wanted by the devil. Let's go.
I want to get away from that dude because that
He wanted to get away from that dude.
dude, he wasn't gonna get no credit. He ain't gonna be able to travel
He wasn't going to be able to get no credit. He wasn't going to be able to travel. Basically, he was a failure.
outside the country. No, to be honest with you, I changed it because I was stand-up comedian. So I went up to do stand-up in a club in New York. In L.A. at
In L.A.,
the comedy store, and I went up and I had a great set. And when I had a great set, I couldn't get back up for like 6 weeks because the comedians ran the list. So I was like, yeah. So you know how you have to sign
know
up.
what that
You
is,
sign up on the list, and so
now, what he said doesn't make any sense because he said that he had a good set, everything was good, but he couldn't get back up on stage. That makes no sense because if you're a comedian and you're good at what you do, clubs everywhere would want to hire you to pull you in because you bring the money in. What he said makes no logical sense if you think about it. Right? Makes no sense at all, fam. Let's rewind that back. Listen to that again.
I changed it because I was stand-up comedian. So I went up to do stand-up in a club in New York. In L.A. at the comedy store, and I went up and I had a great set. And when I had a great set, I couldn't get back up for like 6 weeks because the comedians ran the list.
The comedians ran the list. So basically saying the comedians were hating on him and they didn't want him to get on the list. Now, again, use logical thinking. If he had a good set and he was successful at what he did, and the comedians ran the list, then the comedians would know him by face. So even if he changed his name and he come to a new club and they see him, they wouldn't let him on. It doesn't make sense what he's saying. Let's get to the tapes.
I was like, yeah. So you know how you have to sign
know
up.
what that
You
is,
sign up on the list, and so I go to another place. It was the Santa Monica Improv, and they would have an evening at the Improv. And so I noticed that it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list.
Notice he's saying the 3 girls would always get a spot, but he just told you that the men were on the list. But he's more concerned about the women always getting chosen. Let's see what he did.
So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx.
Really? So you didn't technically change your name legally, you just created a name out of the blue to get on the list, Even though the people know who your face is, you just figure, hey, I'm going to make a gender neutral name, Jamie Foxx, right? Why? Because you figure that's going to help your chances to get on. Let's go.
And I'm the first guy called, and he goes, Jamie Foxx, is she here? I said, no, bro, that's me.
Wow, Jamie Foxx is here. Is she here? Notice, is she here? Is she here? And what did Jamie said? I'm here. Oh, y'all seeing what's happening here? See, Jamie Foxx already wore a dress in Hollywood. They already made Jamie Foxx put on makeup. They already made him take the role of a woman. So when they ask, is she here? That was him taking the oath. Do you see that? He had to play as a woman. That's why he took a so-called gender-neutral name. In other words, a name that both a female or a male can use. Some men, their name is Jamie, and then some women name is Jamie. You know, it's just like the name Stacy. You know, some guys' names is Stacy, some women name is Stacy. You get what I mean? But what would make a masculine man say to himself, hey, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna sign and I'm gonna use a gender neutral name because I'm so desperate to be a comedian. I'm willing to sell my soul and abandon myself just to get on that stage. Who would do that? Well, a man that sold his soul to the devil. Let's rewind that back and hear his story.
The great set, I couldn't get back up for like 6 weeks because the comedians ran the list. So I was like, yeah, so you know how you have to sign up, you sign up on the list, and so I go to another place. It was the Santa Monica Improv, and they would have an evening at the Improv. And so I noticed it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx.
So he was competing against women. Are y'all listening? He was competing against women, and the way he's playing this out is as if though he got rejected many times. Because why would he just do this one time? It sounds to me like he'd been trying to get into this club over and over and over and over and over, and he just never get picked. But now he decides to use a gender neutral name. Does that sound like the reason to change your name? And why is it that your daughter have the name Foxx if that's not even your real last name? Come on, y'all. Come on. What's going on? What's going on? If your real name is Eric Bishop and your father's name is Bishop, why would your daughter's last name be Foxx? Why would this young lady name be Corinne Foxx? Why? Is the whole family cloned? What's going on? Come on. Only on Ringo TV Reactions are you going to get these breakdowns. So make sure you get the likes up on the video, fam, because that's how we move through the algorithm so other people can be notified. Let's get back to the video. Let's go.
And I'm the first guy called, and he goes, Jamie Foxx, is she here? I said, no, bro, that's me. And then I go on stage and I get a standing ovation. And that's how my name changed. But people thought I was arrogant that night. Because they was like, yeah, that dude, he really killed. But they would say, yo, Jamie, and I wouldn't respond. Because I had forgot that was my name.
Do you see this madness? He wouldn't respond because he forgot that was his name. Fam, they use comedy to entertain you while at the same time pulling the veil over your eyes. What we're witnessing in this video is the introduction of the clone known as Jamie Foxx. Eric Bishop is gone already. Do you understand me? He said that the people thought he was arrogant because they would call him Jamie Foxx and he wouldn't respond. You see that? Because he forgot. He forgot. How could you forgot? This doesn't make any sense.
That stuck-up son of a gun.
Stuck up.
Listen, when you are on Hollywood stage, they got to prep everything for the minds of the people. to keep them dumbed down. And that's what they did through the David Letterman show. They brought Jamie Foxx on as the clone. Eric Bishop is gone already. And they're trying to make you comfortable with the name Jamie Foxx. That's pretty much what they've done.
Okay, so that explains the Jamie. We know about Foxx. Tell me about the selection of your last name, Foxx.
Now, this doesn't make any sense because if he said he used a gender-neutral name, such as Jamie, why would you change your last name? Why would you change your last name? I mean, if this is really about being called on the set to do your job, why would you go from Eric Bishop to Jamie Foxx? You could have just went with Jamie Bishop. Are you seeing this, people? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing it? All he had to do is just keep his last name. They changed everything about Eric Bishop because they got rid of him already. See, I know for a lot of you it's hard to believe. I understand. But let's play the tape.
Foxx, I figured Foxx, a little bit of an ode to Red Fox, who's a fellow Sagittarian. So I had Foxx, F-O-X, and I put a little X right there. So, I get, how, people in the urban settings, we say that's my cousin.
No. What you got to get out of this, ladies and gentlemen, is that the term Foxx, it goes deeper. Not only is he trying to justify this as if it's a play on words for Red Fox, the famous comedian, one of the OGs in the game, right? But also, he said he had it with two X's. He added an X. That extra X is to cross out Eric Bishop. You have to understand how they do these things. Because if you listen to him carefully, you could tell that he's making this up as he go. He's making it up as he go. It would make no sense to change your last name. All you got to do is just say Jamie Bishop, and people will still think you may be, in fact, a woman. But he changed his whole name because they had to sacrifice Eric Bishop to create Jamie Foxx. Listen to him again.
Okay, so that explains the Jamie. We know about Foxx. Tell me about the selection of your last name, Foxx.
Foxx, I figured Foxx, a little bit of an ode to Red Fox, who's a fellow Sagittarian.
He's lying. We can prove that he's lying because he said that when he got to the club, he wrote down 3 names. Remember, this is what he said.
A great set. I couldn't get back up for like 6 weeks because the comedians ran the list.
Listen.
So I was like, yeah, so you know how you have to sign up. You sign up on the list, and so I go to another place. It was the Santa Monica Improv, and they would have an evening at the Improv. And so I noticed that it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx. And I'm the first guy called.
Did you notice what he just did right there? Listen.
Tracy Brown. And so I noticed that it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names.
He said he went to the list and he wrote down 3 names.
Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx.
So now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. He said that he wrote down 3 different names on the list. This is what he just said. Is he telling the truth or is he lying? It makes no sense. Because he said that there was 3 other females that was there. He said when he got there, he wrote down 3 extra names. Let's find out those names.
Always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacey Green, Tracy Brown.
Let me get this person out of here. Once you come in with insults, you gots to go. Bye. Now, let's get back to the tape. Let's read these names.
Jamie Foxx.
Listen to the names.
And so I noticed that it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names.
He wrote down 3 names.
Green,
Stacy Green. He said he wrote down Stacy Green.
Tracy Brown.
Tracy Brown. Remember, Tracy Brown.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Now, Letterman just asked him to describe what his name, or where did he get the name Foxx from. You mean to tell me the 3 names that he wrote, he have a meaning for every single name that he wrote down? Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. And if you come into my chat with any disrespect, calling people dumb and stupid or any type of name, you're getting blocked. One time. I don't have no time for none of the nonsense. Let's get back to the tapes.
It was the Santa Monica Improv, and they would have an evening at the Improv. And so I noticed that it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacy Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx.
So he wrote down 3 names on this list. 3 names. Why would he write down 3 names? Why would he write down 3 names? Does that make sense? So he figure if I write down 3 names, if they call either one of them, I'm gonna get called. So what if they would have called up Stacy Brown? Then now what would be his name now? His name would be Stacy Brown right now? Are you telling me that would be his name? I want to know, ladies and gentlemen, if they called up Stacy Brown, would that be his name right now today? Would his so-called daughter name be Corinne Brown? Does that make sense? He's lying. Let's get back to the tapes.
And I'm the first guy called, and he goes, Jamie Foxx, is she here? I said, no, bro, that's me.
He's trying to do this thing as if some sort of joke. Remember, he's a comedian. So if he could get you to laugh, you'll be blinded and you won't be able to see clearly on the things that I'm sharing with you.
And then I go on stage and I get a standing ovation. And that's how my name changed. But people thought I was arrogant that night. Because they was like, yeah, that dude, he really killed. But they would say, yo, Jamie, and I wouldn't respond. Because I had forgot that was my name.
Yeah.
Wow.
That stuck-up son of a gun.
Stuck up.
Okay, so that explains the Jamie. We know about Foxx. Tell me about the selection of your last name, Foxx.
Foxx, I figured Foxx, a little bit of an ode to Red Fox, who's a fellow Sagittarius.
I mean, if you think about it, Red Fox, Fox, 3XX, you're really looking at 666. If you really think about it, it all makes sense. It's making sense. You see? Because if you look at his face, look at his body language, look at his eyes. Let me see if I could do this real quick because you might be on your phone. Right? Look at his eyes. You could tell that he's lying. Off the top, off the rip, Jamie Foxx is lying. Look at his face. Body language. Look at the body language. Look at his face. He's lying. He's making up the story as he's going. He don't know what he's talking about. I mean, come on, fam. Just look at this man's face. Look at his eyes. He don't know what he's doing. See? This is what happens when you've been cloned and your job is to try to convince the people that it's perfectly okay. That's what's going on here. Let's let him share his story.
So I had Fox F-O-X and I put a little X right there. So, I get, how, people in the urban settings, we say that's my cousin.
Yeah. Did you get to spend much time with Red Fox?
Not at all. Not at all.
So he never had no time spent with Red Fox, but he's using his name. He wants you to believe that he's using his name. Does that make any sense? Why didn't he just keep Bishop? Why couldn't it have been Jamie Bishop? Why? And if Jamie Foxx is his name now, when was this name actually registered and changed? When? What's really going on? What's happening? And why is the daughter using the name Foxx if that's not even his real name. Like, come on. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense, y'all. None of this makes sense. What's going on here? What is really happening? This is how the industry works, man. These men are being cloned, and now he have this film where they supposed to be doing some sort of movie or something along those lines. This doesn't make any sense, man. It says that he changed his name to a gender-neutral name so he could get a stand-up shot on stage. Why would a man do that? He noticed female comedians were always getting picked for a set. So he figured if I could change my name to a gender-neutral name, they'll pick me. It's no wonder Jamie Foxx was in a dress all the time. It's no wonder. It's no wonder they made him wear lipstick, because he couldn't get the role in the movie, so he had to wear the dress. Bars. Bars. It's no wonder he had to be Shanae Nay or whatever Nays or whoever he was in those different shows. It's no wonder he saw women getting picked and he became a pick-me. Man, this is crazy, man. Dudes would do anything to sell their souls nowadays, fam. Anything. Let's get back to the tapes.
Because when I was there, he was a regular in the comedy
Yeah,
store.
I didn't get the chance to see him.
And we get to hang around him and watch him and stuff. He was a fascinating guy. Yeah.
Incredible. I did get a chance to go on stage with Richard Pryor, though, before Richard Pryor.
Well, there you go. That's
another
thing.
fellow said,
Uh-oh. He just threw up the 6. Uh-oh. It's getting hot. Uh-oh. It's getting hot. Check it out. Check it out, fam. He threw up the 6. Let's go.
go on stage with Richard Pryor, though, before Richard Pryor.
Well, there you go. That's
another.
There it goes. Boom. The 6. There you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Foxx clearly paying homage to Satan by throwing up the 6. There you go. That's what his whole presence on the David Letterman show was about. See, only on Ringo TV Reactions do we break down the videos in a way to stimulate thought, make you think a little bit outside the box. Now, it's a subliminal, quick throw of the hands to let the elites and everybody else know that he's down for the cause, that he's, he know what his mission is. And this is why they film in the new movie, They Cloned Tyrone. I mean, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Why would Jamie be about to release a movie talking about being cloned? Think about that. It doesn't make sense. Look, upcoming movies, Strays, They Cloned Tyrone, God is a Bullet. Notice it says his parents, Daryl Bishop. Notice that. What's going on, man? What is going on here? What is going on? And why everybody got different last names? Dixon? What? This is not making sense. Why everybody else got different last names? Parents, Daryl Bishop. I would assume that would be his father. So if his name is Eric Bishop, Eric Marlon Bishop, why would he change his name to Jamie Foxx? Shouldn't his name still have Marlon in it? Shouldn't it be Jamie Marlon Foxx? Like, this is not making sense. This is what goes down, man. It's crazy out here in these streets. So again, he has a movie coming out. I believe the movie is coming out. Let me see if I got this receipt. Let me see. Where is it? I'm trying to find a receipt that I have about the movie. I don't know if I got it here. I'm trying to see if I got it. Okay, hold on a second. I think I got it here. Let me see. Let me take this off the screen first and add in this. Now, as you can see, based on the receipts, it says right here, They Cloned Tyrone, official teaser, Netflix, whatever. A series of eerie events thrust an unlikely trio onto the trail of a nefarious government conspiracy. Man, oh man. They Cloned Tyrone. Ladies and gentlemen. See, people keep getting mad at me. I'm just trying to break down the videos. That's all I'm trying to do. Jamie has a film coming out that will be released. It says initial release June 14th, 2023, right? And one of the producers is Jamie Foxx, and he's also in the film as well. Isn't this interesting? Interesting. Wow. So it's about a government conspiracy. Now, if you watch the trailer for that film, because we're going to do a reaction to the trailer, we're going to try to break down the trailer as well to dig a little deeper, because there seems to be some sort of conspiracy going on with this cloning. And this is why we got to talk about it. I mean, he's releasing movies about They Cloned Tyrone. It should be They Cloned Eric Bishop. That should have been a better title. You know? It's just the way it is in today's culture. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see. People should be able to support you, but still have a difference of opinion. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Because I can block whoever the fuck I want to block. I can say what I want to say. This is my platform. I do what I want to do. Nobody controls what I do. If you come in here with disrespect, you out of here. I don't care if you're a member. I don't care who you are. You're going to follow the rules. This has nothing to do with an opinion. This has to do with respect. And if somebody come in here with disrespect or coming in here insulting, that's not an opinion. I cannot walk up into somebody's house and disrespect them and expect to stay. You understand? Simple as that. Nobody could walk up in your crib and disrespect you to your face, and you're going to allow them to stay in there talking about, well, that's their opinion. That's not an opinion. If you disrespect a man in his house, you got to go. Just that simple. You can have your opinion. I don't care about your opinions. But when you come into the platform and you disrespecting, you getting blocked. Just that simple. Now, let's get back to the show. Take this thing off. So you know the movie is coming out in June. It's about Tyrone was cloned. And it's interesting because Jamie is going through a lot of drama right now. All these conflicting stories. His daughter put out a statement. Clearly, the public is not buying it. She's being dragged right now by a lot of people, and she's upset, you know? And we're going to cover all of that. You know, they showed video of his house. There seems to be some sort of construction going on. There seems to be some sort of activity going on. It's a lot of stuff going on with this guy. And the daughter is trying to do damage control. And it is what it is. Now, let's get back to the tapes.
The fellow Sagittarius.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
I can remember.
Notice he said that Jamie is a fellow Sagittarius, he said, with Red Fox. Interesting. Let me hear that part again.
Because when I was there, he was a regular in the comedy
Yeah,
store.
I didn't get the chance to see him.
And we get to hang around him and watch him and stuff. He was a fascinating guy. Yeah.
Incredible. I did get a chance to go on stage with Richard Pryor, though, before Richard Pryor.
Well, there you go. That's
another
thing.
fellow Sagittarius.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Another fellow Sagittarius. And he threw up the 666 sign. Another fellow Sagittarius. And he threw up the 666 sign. What is he saying? He's basically saying that Richard Pryor was down too. Another fellow member in the elite organization. You got to peep between the lines, fam. You got to look at what's going on, man. This stuff is crazy.
I can remember Mitzi Shore let me MC because she thought I was not as funny as others. And clearly it's true, I'm not as funny as others. And then one night I had to go on after Richard Pryor.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for the applause to die down. I mean, you know what I mean. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. And then often Red Fox would be, you couldn't find him.
You couldn't find Red Fox. Now, peep the game, fam. Peep the game. Now, you know, in the industry, these women always coming out of the woodwork, talking about how these men be touching them, sexual harassment, popping pills, date blank drugs. I think you know how to fill in the blanks. Let's hear what he got to say about Red Fox.
And he'd be in the restroom.
He'd be doing doing some things, extracurricular activities.
That's right.
Wow.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah. I ordered they ordered a mirror. I understand.
Notice what he just said about Red Fox, that he be in the bathroom doing extracurricular activities. What activities? See, the industry is very, very satanic. And they know about what they do behind the veil. They understand what they do behind the curtain. And when you sit in the director's couch, you got to do a lot of things. See, even Red Fox had to take the oath. Even Red Fox had to do various other things. And it's interesting. But let's get back to the tapes.
Then often, Red Fox would be, you couldn't find him. He'd be in the restroom.
He'd be doing doing some things, extracurricular activities.
That's right.
Is what I call it.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah. I ordered they ordered a mirror. I understand.
So you notice how they're laughing at this type of stuff. Everything is funny with them. But see, when you're in that industry, when you're a part of the elite club, everybody know what everybody do. Everybody know the dark secrets that you do. Whether you in the bathroom getting some head, whether you doing drugs, snorting drugs, crack, whatever you're doing, they all know what they do. Because when you're a part of the elite class, right, you have to be able to, I guess, protect your fellow brethren, if that makes any sense. Nobody don't really tell on one another. And this is pretty much what they do. And I'm going to say this once. If you post profanity in my chat and I catch you, I'm going to get you up on out of here. Do you understand? Do you understand? DIL. If you post profanity in the chat, you won't be allowed to comment anymore. We're just going to have to pack you up, get you up on out of here. I don't care how anybody feel. Follow these rules and everything will be good. Just like when you go to work, you go to your 9 to 5, they have certain rules and you follow them. You know not to break them. You know not to go past those rules because there's going to be disciplinary action and you're going to be brought into the office. You're going to get a memo, end up having to go to HR, fighting for your job. Nobody wants to go through that. So keep the comments clean for the algorithm because, see, I'm not a moderator. I'm the host. So I'll just block. I don't care. Moderators, they'll time you out, do all that extra stuff. I'm just going to block you if I get pissed off enough because it's bad that I got to do my show and then I got to look at the chat and see people doing a bunch of madness. You understand? That means you're giving me extra work to do. What you do in the chat reflects me. That's like if you're in my chat making all sorts of threats to people and doing a bunch of madness, that's happening on my watch. So now YouTube would look at it like I'm allowing you a platform to spew whatever you're doing. So I got to do my job and get you up out of here if you disrupt, right? So I hope that's clear. Let's get back.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, tomorrow is your birthday.
Yes, my
47th
birthday.
Yeah. I know from talking to you in the past. And your daughters are coming to New York City for the birthday?
The reason why a lot of comedians tell truth through comedy is because they want to amuse you while they're doing it. And when they sharing jokes, it's blinding you from what's really happening. You see? This show with Letterman is proof that Jamie Foxx is the clone. We thinking that Jamie Foxx is the real person. That's the clone. If you watch my last stream that I did about Jamie Foxx, the recent one that I just did about 2 days ago, I talked about how my personal opinion of this whole situation with Jamie is that the clone that have always been amongst us had a malfunction. And the malfunction had result in him being unable to continue in the movie. And being that he's a clone, they had to spin it as a medical emergency or whatever it is, whether he had a stroke or whatever it is, right? And they had to take the body to some sort of place. Now, here's the thing. The daughter came out and said that her father was out of the hospital for weeks. But where's Jamie to say that? She said that her father was out playing tennis, pickleball. Who used the term pickleball? That's a glitch in the Matrix. That's a glitch, y'all. Come on now. Black people don't go around saying pickleball. Who's writing this stuff? That's AI technology that wrote that. AI technology don't really know what it's doing. So it uses certain words to make it catchy, to make it clickable, to make it friendly for the algorithm. Black people don't go around saying my father is out playing pickleball. Who knows what that is? People had to literally Google what is pickleball. It's simply tennis. That's all it is, or racquetball. You know what I mean? That's all it is. But if Jamie was out playing pickleball, that means he's running up and down, sweating, using a lot of energy. How could that be if he was just in the hospital? How could that be if he was in a life-threatening situation? And what doctor would authorize him to do that? That doesn't make any logical sense. So who wrote that? Why would the daughter put that? Because now she's getting dragged in the media by a lot of sources that are not buying the story. Where is all of Jamie Foxx's friends? Because I got another video that I got to do with one of Jamie Foxx's friends that just did an interview the other day. And even he couldn't get through to Jamie Foxx. Even he don't know what's going on. So how could he be out of the hospital for weeks and his own friend don't even know what's going on? Come on, man. You know? Let's get back to the tapes.
What will you do? How will you celebrate that?
We're gonna go to the Jingle Ball, so we're gonna bring out Pharrell at the Jingle Ball, and then we're gonna go to the club. I'm gonna go to the club, and but I'm not gonna tell her that I'm going to the club. But we're just gonna hang out and just have a ball and bring it in. And then when I get to the club, you know.
Notice when he get to the club, he starts smiling and he started doing X, Y, and Z. Why? Because it kind of reminds him about the Red Fox situation when Red Fox would be in the bathroom doing whatever he's doing.
Would you come to my birthday?
Yes, I will. But I'm not.
Notice, Letterman says he would come to his party. See, what you have to understand about these elite parties. A lot of these elite parties, man, ain't no telling what's going down, man, in the back in the booth in the dark, fam. A lot of these parties, man, they be doing some weird stuff, fam. I mean, picture this, man. Jamie Foxx at a party. Listen, when P. Diddy threw his party, right? You had all these different people over there, and you know P. Diddy is a little on the fruity side. You know what I mean? It's very apparent that he been messing around in the industry with these dudes. It's not a secret. You remember on the Drink Champs, you had Diddy up there. You know what I'm saying? You had Fab. You know what I mean? You had all these different brothers, and he's like, yo, Fab, like, yo, when you gonna come party with me, man? You know what I'm saying? Calling him daddy and all of that type of stuff. Like, yo, what, like, what's good with that, bro? You calling another dude daddy and talking all weird and talking about come party with me, and Fab looking at him like, what do you mean party with you? I partied with you before. He's like, nah, man, you never party with me, baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come party with me, man. And he licking his lips and stuff. Like, who does that, fam? So these elite parties, these guys, man, they be doing some stuff, man. And the thing is, you'll never know about it because you can't talk about it. When you go to an elite industry party, you can't talk about what goes down. All you got to do is just search through YouTube. Search through YouTube for interviews with certain artists that would tell you what they seen. Some of these artists been traumatized and they left the rap game because of this stuff, man. Literally. You have some rappers that left the rap industry because of the elite parties, man. Because of what they had to do. And they said, nah, fam, I ain't with this, man. What? Dudes would even tell you, yo, I checked the back room and I saw some things going on in there, and they locked back in the door because they didn't want no part of that. This is what goes on in the stream, in the so-called industry, man. This is what they do. You see? Let's get back to the tape.
Out of town. I'm sorry, I'm going to be out of town.
No, you aren't.
I am. Paul, am I going to be out of town?
Yes, we are. I'm going to be with
Paul and I will both be out of
Oh,
town.
come on, man. That would be
Notice him and Paul is going to be out of town. Him and Paul is going to be doing their own thing.
crazy
Yeah.
if I Instagram you at the party like, David Leonard.
This is what goes down in the industry, y'all. The wild parties. These are the things that they have, fam. This is what you gotta do when you in the industry. You gotta be a part of these elite parties, and you gotta go. You cannot say, I don't wanna go.
But you're serious. You know what because you can DJ and you can sing and you
Yeah.
can entertain. So you are like a one-man party.
A one-man party, because these are the powers that the devil give you when you take the oath.
That's what I'm saying. If we were all, and Paul and I have had some, I mean, in Hamptons, you've seen
We
how
have
it
a party.
goes
Yeah,
down.
we partied.
I'm just saying if we,
Wow, so him and Paul been at parties together? See, all of these guys party together.
I just said if we get together on Saturday, it would be dope. And I put it on my, I call it my Pimpstagram. I call it the Pimpstagram.
Instagram.
Wow.
I can't argue with you. It would be dope.
Get it? Dope. Because a lot of these people snort dope. And these are the things that they say as jokes. And you would think that Letterman is just trying to be hip, using so-called urban terms and words. But really, when he says it would be dope, he's not really saying dope as in how black people would say, yo, that's dope or that's cool. The dope he's talking about, that would be dope, is talking about actual dope, drugs, bars. You gotta read between the lines. You gotta read between the lines of what they're not saying, because when they go to these parties is when they all get loose. It's when they all do drugs, different things. This is what they do, fam. This is what goes down. You know what I mean?
Don't stop it. Hey.
Now, that little hand movement he's doing right there is a little questionable, because it kind of shows that he's letting the elite know of what he will be doing at them damn parties. Very, very interesting stuff, fam.
Hey. We gotta stop it. We gotta look at the clip.
I don't want to see no clip, because they're about to show a clip of some movie. I don't want that into my video. But now again, if you're joining in the show and you don't know what's going on and you're out of the loop, this particular interview with David Letterman was the introduction of Jamie Foxx, the clone, whose real name is Eric Bishop. He changed his name because women were getting all the gigs and he was not, and he felt some type of way. So he changed his name to Jamie Foxx because he figured it's more of a gender neutral name that people would assume is a woman. Listen to him explain this.
I had to play basketball,
Yeah.
and I love playing basketball. I was just not that good,
Right.
but I enjoyed playing it. And speaking of names, talk about learning something each day. I didn't realize today something about Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Your birth name, your given name was Eric Bishop.
Yes, it is. And Eric Bishop had warrants, and I want to get away from that dude, because that dude, he wasn't gonna get no credit. He ain't gonna be able to travel outside the country. No, to be honest with you,
Let me see what's going on with this person. At Chris, like maybe you just don't know, right? When you post comments, don't use KILL. Use the word delete. Delete. Don't use KILL. When you use the word KILL, the YouTube system will automatically hide your comment. I can see your comment on my end. You said, why delete him? And Satan can still make money off him. He a greedy bastard. This has nothing to do with money. The elites don't care about money. We're going to be in a cashless society soon. Most of you right now probably haven't even touched money, paper money, in a while. Some of you probably never went and used paper money in a minute. If you really be honest with yourself, me personally, I can't even remember last when I actually held paper money in my hand. Everything is being done digitally, literally. That's just the way things are right now. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even believe it. I didn't even notice the change, but I noticed that I just don't even touch paper money anymore. It's like, it's crazy. It's kind of scary because, you know, I remember there was a time when I would always have money in my hand and I would be counting money, but now it's like everything is digital. Money is being moved around digitally. You go to a store, you use your card. Then they got these Cash App cards, these Cash App credit cards. You can go into any store and do whatever you need with these cards. And it's like you never hold money in your hand anymore. It's crazy. You know what I mean? All these transactions we're doing is online. We make all of our orders. You don't even have to go grocery shopping no more. At least I don't. I don't do that. It get delivered. You know what I'm saying? Who's wasting time going to a supermarket anymore? Like, just order online and then they come deliver all your groceries packed up nice and everything. You know what I mean? So from time to time, you might have one item that might be missing. You would have to go to the store and make your complaint and get it back. But nonetheless, it's been working out for a long time. But this is really crazy, fam. Let's get back to the tapes.
Because I was stand-up comedian, so I went up to do stand-up in a club in New York. I mean in L.A. at the comedy store, and I went up and I had a great set.
It's not that cash money is untraceable. Like, what kind of activity would you be doing for your transactions not to be traceable? The only person that would be concerned about that is somebody that's up to something illegal. If you're an upstanding citizen and, you do what you got to do, then there would be no issues with, digital transactions. Actually, digital transactions is more, you got more protection, because if you do transactions with just cash, you're not bound to anything. It's like people could get away with it. They can literally rob you. You could get scammed if you just use money alone. But if you do whatever you do via online services and various other payment processes, all of that stuff can be not only tracked, but there's a file on it. So if somebody tried to commit fraud or there's a crime that was committed, you're covered. It's insured. You have some sort of insurance, some sort of policy that can protect you as a buyer, And
when I had a great set, I couldn't get back up for like 6 weeks because the comedians ran the list. So I was like, yeah, so you know how you have to sign up, you sign up on the list, and so I go to another place. It was the Santa Monica Improv, and they would have an evening at the Improv. And so I noticed that it would be like 1,000 guys show up and only 3 girls, but the 3 girls would always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacy Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx.
Stacey Green. What was the other name? Stacey Green. Let me rewind it back.
Always get a spot, and they would choose from the list. So I went to the list and wrote down unisex names: Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx.
Stacey Green, Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx. So Eric Bishop is saying that he wrote down these 3 names that would resemble a woman in hopes to be called up to do comedy. Now, it's a lie, because he's explaining to David Letterman the meaning of the name Jamie and Foxx on why he chose those names. But what about all the other names? What if they called up Stacey? You understand? What if they did that? Then his name would be Stacey Brown? It doesn't make any sense. He did this because women were being chosen. It's no wonder they were able to put Jamie Foxx in a dress. This man was dressing up like a woman every day with lipstick on, and we laughed at it. We thought it was funny, but it's not funny seeing a man dressed up like a woman. It's not funny, fam. That's not a funny thing, bro. You know good and well if one of your brothers came to you and you know he's a strong, masculine man, and next minute you ain't seen him in 3 years and he pull up to you in a dress, you're gonna be looking at him some type of way, fam. It's not a funny thing, bro. We laugh at certain comedians when they do things, but it's not funny, bro. It's never funny seeing a black man in a dress. It's not funny. It's not comedy. That's emasculating us as men, you know? That's why Dave Chappelle stood up to the elites. They wanted him to put on that dress. He said no. He said, nah, I'm not doing it, bro. They said, you better get in that damn dress, ninja. He's like, nah, you know what? I'm going to Africa. I'm getting out of here, fam. And we thought he was crazy. Nah, the industry is toxic, bro. Toxic. Completely toxic. How could you as a masculine man feel comfortable putting on a dress? Fam, if you even try to put on a dress in private in your own home with nobody around, that ought to make you uncomfortable. By yourself. How could you be a masculine man and be in a dress on the set of a movie and actually go through the character role and be comfortable? Something got to be wrong with you, bro. So for Jamie to put on a dress, makeup, lipstick, and act like a woman, he already done got turned out in the industry. These are the things you just don't know, fam. I'm trying to give you what's going on in these industries, and a lot of times people keep looking at me like something wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me, fam. These dudes be hanging out with P. Diddy and all these other clowns in the industry, fam. All of them dudes is suspect, bro. And they know what they got to do to get that check. Everybody know what they got to do.
And I'm the first guy called him. And
y'all remember that videotape that was released a couple of years back with, y'all remember, what is it? Cash Money? What's that dude with the so-called Satan star kissing the other brother on the lips? Like, come on, fam. What's going on, bro? What's going on in the industry where you got rappers kissing the Birdman kiss, where Birdman was kissing dude on the mouth? Like, come on, fam. Like, what's that? Like, come on. Let's be real. Yeah, kissing Lil Wayne on the mouth. Now, who does that in the hood? Who does that in the hood? I want to know what hood you from, what hood you rep right now. I need it in the chat. I need to know what hood in the chat you from, where you and your peoples in the hood on the block greet each other with kisses on the lips. I want to know. I want to know where that is. Who does that? I don't remember seeing that in the hood. I don't know anybody in the hood right now that greet other brothers with a kiss on the mouth. You understand? So when that aired on TV, that was a glitch in the Matrix. There's a lot of stuff going on out here, fam. A lot of glitches in the Matrix. where you see things on TV and you're like, yo, hold up. Did y'all just see what happened? Did y'all just see what happened? Dude kissed dude on the mouth, bro. And then they try to spin it as, oh, that's what we do because, you know, I'm like a father figure. He's like my son. Nah, fam. Even if you're a father, why are you kissing your son on the mouth? Come on, bro. Come on. You teaching your son how to kiss men on the mouth, bro. This ain't right. Once I saw that Birdman move with Wayne, I already done knew what time it was. That was a glitch in the Matrix to show you what goes down at those private parties. Y'all think this is a game. When Jamie and Diddy and all these guys go to these private parties, fam, it'd be a lot of kissing on the mouth, bro. A lot of stuff be popping off. It's crazy, man. You know, a lot of stuff be happening, man. They put Martin, remember Martin? They made him dress up like a woman too. You know, they put Martin in a dress, bro. They put makeup on him too. They put all of our brothers in dresses. Sad situation, right? They don't do that with all the Caucasian guys. But when it comes to black men, they got to put you in that dress, bro. They got to put you in that dress and emasculate you and take away your manhood. That's what they did to Jamie. That's why they gave him the name Jamie. Come on, man. Come on. They were like, nah, fam, you can't use the name Eric Bishop. Eric Bishop sound like a man. Sound like a masculine man. You know? Nah, fam, we need you to have the name Jamie. You know, you're our little Foxy girl. You know, like Foxy Brown? So when you hear Foxy Brown, you think of a woman. You know, when you hear Fox, you think of a woman. You know? Yeah, look at that sister. What do we call women that are older that's still fine? We're talking about a woman who is in her 50s or 60s. You might think, oh, she's an older woman, but they got some women that are in their 50s and 60s. We call them Fox. Wow, she's a fox. Why? Because, listen, a lot of these ladies be thinking when I'm going in and I'm talking about the sisters that we saying that a woman who is in her 50s or 60s can't look good. You can have a woman in her 50s and 60s and she still can get it. I'll blow her back out either way. Doesn't matter. If she look good, you know what I'm saying? She get her back blown out same way. Doesn't matter. I'm no respecter of beauty. But my point is, a man is going to typically gravitate towards a younger woman for various reasons, you know? But my point is, older women that still look good, men call them foxes. So for him to have a name called Jamie Foxx, that is a play on words on how the industry saw him as a sweetheart. I'm just being honest with you, man. I know it hurts. I know the truth bothers you. I know the truth bothers you. I know it's like, man, I can't believe this, man. You going in, man, like, man. But it's the truth. That's why they put the name Fox. Because they saw him as sweet. Jamie. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect if you a dude and your name is Jamie. Don't get mad at me now. My point is, this man's name was Eric Bishop. And if you think in the Bible, the term bishop is supposed to be connected to a man that is blameless, a man that is without fault, a man that is pure, innocent, righteous. They said, nah, fam, that's not going to be good for show business. We don't want nobody named Bishop here. You got to get that name out of here. Put Fox. You know what I mean? And this is how they did him, bro.
Jamie Foxx, is she here? I said, no, bro, that's me.
Wow, look at that. He said, Jamie Foxx is here? Is she here? And he raised his hand because he was trying to mimic a woman in order to get the gig. He was trying to mimic a woman, bro.
Tracy Brown, Jamie Foxx. And I'm the first guy called, and he goes, Jamie Foxx, is she here? I said, no, bro, that's me.
Wow.
And then I go on stage and I get a standing ovation. And that's how my name changed. But people thought I was arrogant that night because they was like, yeah, that dude, he really killed. But they would say, yo, Jamie, and I wouldn't respond. Because I forgot that was my name.
Yeah.
He forgot that was his name. You see that? He forgot because he was already cloned. You see that? That's why he forgot. The programming wasn't correct. You have to read between the lines, ladies and gentlemen. These people are agents, man. These people been cloned, and now his daughter got the name Foxx. Why his daughter got the name Foxx? Why? Who's the mom? That's another thing. I got to do more research. Who's the mom? Who's who? What's going on? Where all these people come from? She don't look nothing like him. You know what I'm saying? She don't look nothing like him. Look like somebody else's daughter. But then again, this is how the industry be. You know, they put people in position and you never know what's going on. Like I said, his full name is Eric Marlon Bishop. That's his full name. You see? His father, I believe, is Daryl Bishop. Daryl Bishop. It's interesting stuff, man. So why his daughter is uses the name Foxx? Because it says, notice this, fam. Check this out. Look where it says children. Look where it says children. This is amazing. This is crazy if you really think about it. Let me see if I can get this thing larger for you. Notice right there where it says children, it says Corinne Foxx and what is that? Annalise? I don't know. These weird names. One of the daughters' name is Bishop. Last name is Bishop, and one of the daughters' names is Foxx. Come on, man. Come on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? I'm just asking questions. Why the elder daughter has Foxx? First of all, before I even say elder daughter, I got to make sure that I'm accurate. Those of you that are familiar with Jamie Foxx and his daughters, who is the elder daughter? Is it Corinne? Is it her or Karen? I don't know. Corrine, whatever her name is, because she has the name Foxx. So who is the elder daughter? For those of you that are familiar with his two daughters. All right, now, okay, cool. Mina said Corinne is the oldest. So if Corinne is the oldest, logically speaking, why would the oldest have the name Foxx and the younger have the name Bishop? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Because here's the thing, fam. Here's the thing. Then it would be Corinne that would have Bishop. And the younger would be Foxx. But it doesn't make sense because why have one with the last name Foxx and then the other one Bishop? Come on. What's going on, man? What kind of game are they playing on our minds with this cloning stuff, bro? And on top of that, he have a movie, an upcoming movie called They Cloned Tyrone. They Cloned Tyrone. The rabbit hole goes deep, bro. So let me get this straight. Is all his children by the same woman or different women? Because it don't make no sense that his younger daughter have the last name Bishop. It makes no sense. So she's supposed to be 14. The younger daughter is 14. The elder is 29. Why would the younger daughter have the last name Bishop if that's not even his name anymore, if he's changed his name? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Listen. Could it be that the name Jamie Foxx? Now, I'm just throwing this out there. Listen to me very carefully. Could it be, and it's just me thinking out loud, because I don't know. But you know how people start an LLC, a trust, and they put everything in their trust? And it's sort of like a way of protecting all of their assets, all of their money. And the trust might be in the name Jamie Foxx, or the name could be in Eric Bishop. And what happened is Jamie Foxx is being paid from the corporation that he started with the other name to protect assets so that he won't be, I guess, liable for any damages. You know how you folks that are in business, you try to set up this trust and this LLC and this and that, and you put all your stuff, you hide all your assets and all your money, right? Could it be a situation like that as well? Because with all of these different names, and now his daughter, Corinne Foxx, have the same thing, he could have put her up on game on how you change your name and you put all your assets under this name. That way, if they try to sue you, they really don't get no assets because it's not in your name, it's in the other name. And you're just getting a salary out of, yeah, I'm telling you, the rabbit hole goes deep. This is a crazy thing, man. This is not just stage name. Y'all looking at this thing from a basic mindset, and that's not a disrespect. This is not about stage names. Y'all got to get deeper than that. It's not that serious. No. This is deeper. It wouldn't go on the David Letterman show to talk about that if it was just a stage name. A stage name, listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me break this thing down for you. A stage name would be Method Man. You understand? Red Man. That's a stage name. When you come up and your name is Red Man, Jay-Z, those are stage names. We knew they were stage names the minute they started rapping. Those are stage names. We knew who their real names were, but we understood that Method Man, oh yeah, that's his stage name. And these are just facts. Everybody has a stage name, but that's not what he said. He never said Jamie Foxx is my stage name. He said that he changed his name to a more gender neutral name so that he can get gigs to do comedy. That's what he said. And he used 3 different names. So it goes deeper than stage name. We're talking about a guy that had an entire identity change. And that's why he have this movie coming up that will be released next month called They Cloned Tyrone. And the truth is, I believe they cloned Jamie Foxx. And that's why we have so much drama going down right now with him. And now his daughter put out a false statement, in my opinion, claiming that her pops is out playing picket ball, which is tennis or racquetball, and how he was out of the hospital for weeks. But yet the reports said that he's in the hospital being hospitalized. So who's telling the truth? Here's another thing I want to throw out there. For those of you that are familiar with his daughter, is she a Christian? Is she a Christian? Is she a religious woman? Because her coming out in the public claiming that her father is out playing cricket ball and all this other stuff, it could be the Matrix trying to sway public opinion so that we don't keep digging down this rabbit hole trying to figure out what's going on. So I want to know if the daughter is a Christian, because you know how in these Christians, they always trying to speak by faith or something like that they do, where they like call those things that be not as if though they are, like speaking faith. Like, okay, in other words, Jamie could be sick really bad, but the daughter might be like, no, he's doing good, in hopes that that would sway the public to begin to say the same thing, in hopes that the power of everybody saying the same thing would somehow heal her father. That's why I'm asking if she's a Christian. Some people saying no. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. And the thing is, Jamie haven't even spoken. If he was out of the hospital, he would have made a video. He would have already came out. He would have already said something. So he wouldn't need the daughter to tell the public that he's out playing racquetball. So that should be an indicator that he's not doing well right now. I personally believe that Jamie is gone. That's my personal belief. You could get mad at me. I just think that he's in bad shape right now, because the truth of the matter is, if he's out, then they would have brought out a statement. Maybe they'll come out with one soon. If he's out, they'll bring one out. But I don't trust none of the things that's being said right now. There's a lot of stories that are out right now. And the daughter, in my opinion, she should have never said that her father was out of the hospital for weeks and how he's playing racquetball. That doesn't make no sense. How could you be out playing racquetball and you was just in the hospital suffering, nearly dead? Doesn't make sense, fam. Shout out to Tracy. I see you in the building. Tracy in the building. What's going on? Right? So let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
That stuck-up son of a gun.
Stuck up.
Okay, so that explains the Jamie. We know about Foxx. Tell me about the selection of your last name, Foxx.
Foxx, I figured Foxx, a little bit of an ode to Red Fox, who's a fellow Sagittarian. So I had Foxx, F-O-X, and I put a little X right there. So, you know, how people in the urban settings, we say that's my cousin.
Yeah. Did you get to spend much time with Red Fox?
Not at all. Not at all.
Because when I was there, he was a regular in the comedy
Yeah,
store.
I didn't get the chance to see him.
And we get to hang around him and watch him and stuff. He was a fascinating guy. Yeah.
Incredible. I did get a chance to go on stage with Richard Pryor, though, before Richard Pryor.
Well, there you go. That's
another.
There goes the 666 sign right there. You see it, ladies and gentlemen. There it goes. And if you haven't already, we have about 1,200 people in the building. It was just 1,400. For some reason, YouTube must have kicked 200 of you out of the building. For whatever reason, they must be upset that we are, reaching people at this time of the morning, which is kind of interesting. But if you haven't already, click the like button. We have about 1,200 in the building. Let's get those likes to 1,000 so that this video could be pushed very far through the algorithm. It's very important that you do that. Likes are for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you're new in the building, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to the show.
The fellow Sagittarius.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
I can remember.
The daughter is a model and actress. Who is she modeling for? Who is she modeling for? Who is she modeling for? What agency, what company, what clothing store? What is she modeling? Because, women always say they're models. None of that stuff is impressive. I don't care about that. When men see women that look attractive, all we want to do is just smash at the end of the day. We don't care about being a model. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making here is something fishy is going on, and they're hiding a lot, and I hope that we're able to uncover the hidden secrets.
Mitzi Shore let me MC because she thought I was not as funny as others. And clearly it's true, I'm not as funny as others. And then one night I had to go on after Richard Pryor.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for the applause to die down. I mean, you know what I mean. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. And then often Red Fox would be, you couldn't find him.
You couldn't find Red Fox where he was. Now notice, again, everybody knows the secrets that happen in the industry.
And he'd be in the restroom.
He'd be doing, with doing some things, extracurricular activities.
That's right.
Is what I call it.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Now, the extracurricular activities could be drugs or in there messing around with women. Normally in Hollywood, there'd be all sorts of different things that they do. He said you couldn't find Red Fox, which means he was away for a minute. So now if you think and you had to choose between drugs and having sexual relations with a woman, I would go with having sexual relations with a woman because it wouldn't take you that long to use drugs. Do you understand my point? So that means he was most likely in some restroom messing around with women because this is what they do in the industry. This is what goes on in the industry. They'll have some women in there giving them head. They'll be blowing some women back out. This is what goes on in the industry with these celebrities, you know, whether it's Letterman, whether it's Jamie Foxx, they know about the Hollyweird parties. You know, a lot of these sex parties, they love going to these parties because they get to play around with men. They get to play around with each other. They get to give each other the Birdman kiss. This is something that goes on in the industry, and it's very normal. But the thing is, you have to attend these parties in order to maintain your status. It's just like with credit. If you got good credit, right? If you stop, I guess, purchasing items and maintaining your credit score literally starts to go down, believe it or not. If you just don't do nothing, you just don't use your credit, you don't buy nothing no more, and you just don't spend nothing no more, your beautiful credit score begins to go down. So in order to maintain a high credit score, you would have to maintain your credit. And that's the same way in the industry. In order to maintain your status, you got to continue to go to the parties. You have to bend over. You have to. It's just the way it is. You got to wear a dress. You got to do something to somebody. You have to sing on the microphone, if you know what I mean. Especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, trust me, you getting your back blown out by everybody. You gotta. All these women that you see in the industry, all these famous sisters, everybody, all of them had to sit in that director's couch. All of them. I don't care how pretty they are. I don't care how fine they are. She had to get down. You understand? And they got to use drugs. These are the things that goes down. You understand? So let's get back.
I ordered they ordered a mirror. I understand.
What
are they talking about?
Yeah, tomorrow is your birthday.
Yes, my birthday.
Yeah. And I know from talking to you in the past
that there's truth to that as well. Let me see. Unlimited says, Kim, what if it's the plan to put his truth out there? They give us the information, but we have to make the connections as Ringo doing. Just a thought. There's truth to that. They put it out little by little by little. This is how they do things. And what happened is when they see that the public is able to, I guess, discern what's happening and put the puzzles and the pieces together, it's like, okay, wow, the public is very smart. They're not as dumbed down as we thought. It's sort of like a test to see if the people are still dumbed down. So when they see content creators and various influencers begin to talk about these things, it makes them realize that the people are not as dumbed down. So I'm making myself a target every time I speak. I already know that. That's why I have to rep the Most High. That's why I'm protected by the Most High, because I'm staying clear from evil doers. So I understand that the powers that be in the structure that's out, I know they know who I am already. They already know who I am, but they cannot touch me because there are certain laws and principles that I abide by, and they can't violate those spiritual laws. Once you understand that, you'll know where I'm coming from. When you're a one that walk with the Most High, a lot of demonic forces and darkness and Hollyweird, it cannot touch you. No matter how much they hate you, they cannot touch you, you know, because they know that you're the light. You're able to wake the people up. So this situation with Jamie, it's something that really needs to be looked into, because again, he have a movie that's being released called They Cloned Tyrone. That shit speaks volumes to you. Why would they release a movie talking about being cloned? It's supposed to be about a government conspiracy, some sort of thing. Like I said, I'm going to do a breakdown of that. I'm going to do a breakdown of the trailer for that movie and see what we could get out of it. What clues could we get? And why Jamie suddenly got sick. Was he sacrificed? Because I told you in my last stream, anytime they do a movie in Hollyweird, somebody got to be offered up as a sacrifice for every movie. Every movie must be a blood sacrifice. Just like with rap albums, a lot of these hip hop artists, before they release an album, there got to be a sacrifice, a ritual, something got to take place, because it's their way of giving back to the devil for the success. Either somebody's going to die, somebody going to get shot, somebody going to get killed. Maybe somebody have to have sexual relations with somebody. Some of these male artists got to get with a man in order to pay their debt. There's a lot of things that go down in Hollywood that a lot of artists are too afraid to talk about because they'll be breaking the oath. This is why only certain artists remain popular, while other artists, they become one-hit wonders, or you just never hear about them again. A lot of these artists that have been standing the test of time for many, many years, those artists are the ones that kept up with their payments to Satan. You understand? Whereas others, they got tired of going on the director's couch. They got tired of going to the sex parties. You understand? They got tired of singing on the microphone. And I'm pretty sure when I say singing on the microphone, you should understand what I mean. Telepathically, you should know what singing on the microphone mean. You understand? Sometimes they get tired of it. They get tired of having to bend over. You know what I mean? This is what they do to black men primarily. Remember in the movie, what was that movie called, man? With John Travolta, Bruce Willis, I think the other brother name is Rhines. Forgot the name of the movie. But anyway, they had the brother in the film getting his back blown out by the hillbilly guy. Right? Why him? Why not Bruce Willis? You know? Yeah, Pulp Fiction. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to JML. Pulp Fiction. Notice how in that film, they didn't let Bruce Willis get his back blown out because they didn't want to see a Caucasian man bent over. They didn't like that. They don't like that, the sound or the thought of that. But they had no problem letting the brother get his back blown out. The toughest drug lord, they allowed him to get his back blown out for the big screen. And what's sad about that is after he got his back blown out and Bruce Willis pretty much got him free, he told him, so we good? And he said, nah, like, in other words, he said, are you okay? He was like, nah, I'm not okay. And he said, no, I meant like, are we cool? And he was like, yeah, we cool. And he said, one more thing, don't tell nobody what you saw happening here today, but you're to leave town, which made the brother look extremely weak. Notice how the brother had to tell him, don't tell nobody. I mean, think about it. If you got violated the way you did, under normal circumstances, if you're beefing with this other dude and you're a drug lord or whatever the case is, it's gonna mess you up. You ain't even gonna want no survivors around you, because telling another man don't tell nobody, that's like a sign of weakness right there. So any black kid that saw that movie is like, man, dude was the toughest guy making all the money, and yet he got his back blown out. It's sort of like letting young black men know this is your future. This is your future when you go to the penitentiary, you know? And this is why anytime they show images of prison, they normally always show black men as these sexual predators. Even on YouTube, if you go look at any prison documentary or prison film on YouTube, it's always a black man that's the predator in these prisons, talking about who they gonna run up in. So it turned us into animals to the point where we just look like monsters. You don't see them doing this with no Caucasians. You don't see no Caucasians on YouTube, no white men, talking about when they up in prison, what they doing to black men. It's nowhere in these YouTube streets. You can't find it. But if you look up on YouTube, you'll see countless videos with black men talking about what they did to other black men in prison. That's sick. You see what I mean? But this is what goes on in the industry. Y'all really think that the industry is about talent? Do you really, look fam, you really think the industry is just gonna let you walk in with your talent and make you become a mega millionaire for free? Are you kidding me? Fam, do you know how hard it is to be successfully rich in today's day? Do you know how hard that is? With all the talent you got. Once you start connecting with different people, everybody want their check, bruh. Everybody want a piece of the pie. So if you're a talented brother or sister and you go through the industry, you best believe you are gonna be their so-called 304. They gonna pimp you out. Ain't gonna be no easy road. Your talent don't mean nothing in the industry. It's about business. They gonna have you on that director's couch. They're gonna put you in compromising positions. They're gonna make you sign certain documents. They're gonna have you sign so-called NDAs. And they're gonna do things and record it just in case you get out of pocket. They're gonna release all that footage and expose you. This is how they do their dirt. When they can't get you to buckle and do what they want, they just bring out the tape. New tape that just dropped. Jamie Foxx in bed with a man. Whoa, where does tape come from? They already had it already. New scandal. Such and such and such. Caught with 2 minors in bed. Details at 10. Boom, career's over. Or you got like 15 women come out of the blue talking about you touched them in 1982. Now there's all these lawsuits coming. They already had this thing already set up. You got out of pocket. Look how they did Cat Williams. Look how they did Cat Williams. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Look how they did him, bruh. You see what I mean? This is what they do, and it's only happening to black men. Only black men. So you could be as talented as you can. And trust me, a lot of you brothers out there are mega talented. A lot of you sisters out there are mega talented. I know. There's a lot of you out there that are mega talented, and you're so looking for your break. And you think that if you get into the industry, you're going to be good. Some of you got into the industry, and it's the worst thing you ever did. Some of you brothers are right now stressed out because the industry destroyed your life. Some of you sisters, your life is ruined because the industry drained your spirit, took away your life, took away your soul, took away your purity. All you wanted to do is play the guitar. All you wanted to do was sing and play the guitar. Now they got you out here doing some crazy stuff. And you're like, what did I do? What did I get myself into? You know? This is why I tell you, if you got to struggle to make it big in the industry, do it on your own. But if you get connected with these key players, they're going to take your soul because you're going to end up having to take the mark. You're going to have to end up taking the oath. And you're going to have to do compromising things. I mean, a lot of you brothers and sisters, you don't want to believe that men that you think are masculine have to do questionable things with other men. You really don't think that's going down in the industry. That's going down, bro. It's happening. It's happening, fam. But they can't talk about it because if they talk about it, it's going to be the end of their life, bro. They can't talk about the rituals. They can't talk about the sacrifices they got to do. You know, they can't talk about who they got to polish off. It would shock you to know that your favorite rapper gets his back blown out every 6 months. That would bother you, right? It would literally bother you if you knew that. You'll be like, nah, not rapper such and such and such. Oh yeah, rapper such and such. Yes, that's what he got to do to maintain that check. You know? Fam, it's not as simple as you think. The music industry, satanic. The movie industry, satanic. It's not as glamorous as you think. You know? It's not. You see what I'm saying? It is not. It's a very, very sick place. Let's go.
And your daughters are coming to New York City for the birthday?
Yeah, my daughters are coming to
What will
New
you
York
do?
City.
How will you celebrate that?
We're going to go to the Jingle Ball.
The Jingle Ball is where they're going to go.
And we're going to bring out Pharrell at the Jingle Ball. And then we're going to go to the club. I'm going to go to the club. Mm-hmm. And but I'm not going to let her. I'm not going to tell her that I'm going to the club. But we're just going to hang out and just have a ball.
But notice he's talking about his daughters, but he's not talking about his like wife, women, or baby mother. Where they at? Where they at? Come on, y'all. Where they at? Where's his woman? Where's the wife? Like, what's going on? Why she wasn't invited? What's going on? Why the daughters? Come on, man. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't believe the hype. So again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you haven't watched this full stream, you will probably have to watch it from the beginning to get the full understanding of what's going on, because we broke it down for you. We broke down everything. We made sense of everything. Jamie Foxx supposed to be releasing this movie, They Cloned Tyrone. And the movie is about a series of eerie events thrust an unlikely trio onto the trail of a nefarious government conspiracy. Come on, y'all. The proof is right in your face and you're not trying to see it. You're not trying to see it. A government conspiracy of cloning people. And I'm pretty sure in the movie, even though I didn't see it, I'm pretty sure there are scenes in the movie where you're going to see Jamie Foxx, and I'm calling it forth right now. I'm calling it forth right now, where you're going to see a scene in a movie where you're going to see Jamie Foxx playing in his actor role. You're going to see him in the movie in that laboratory cloned. I guarantee you're going to see that. You're going to see Jamie cloned in that movie. Now, the creators of the film may try to cut it out the film because I'm talking about it. They may alter it. This is what they do in Hollywood, y'all. Before they release these movies, they normally look at the feedback. They look at social media, they look at the things we're saying, and they begin to edit out their different things, or they'll add in certain things. You know? But this is what I see coming. The movie is about cloning. They're trying to get us accustomed to cloning, y'all. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it normal. They're normalizing people being cloned, y'all. Anytime Hollywood make these movies, they know what they're doing. They're making it normal so that we could be accustomed to when people get cloned. I mean, think about this. Whatchamacallit? What's that rapper that got cloned? That rapper, what's his name, man? He made that song about Takeoff. And to be honest, when I do my review, because I'm supposed to do a review of Quavo's song. I haven't done a review on it yet because I've been so tied up. Yeah, Gucci Man, he was cloned. Come on, y'all. If you don't know, put a 1 in the chat if you know that Gucci Man was cloned. I just want to know if you can clearly see that. You know? I mean, it's pretty clear that Gucci Man was cloned already. The old Gucci Man was totally different. He rapped totally different. Everything about him was totally different. If you followed Gucci Man's music before he was locked up, before all the problems, he was a totally different person. His style, everything was different. As soon as he got released, he was a different person. Lost the weight, totally changed, didn't look the same anymore. And it's like, yo, what happened to him? Everybody was talking about it. Like, yo, what happened to Gucci, bro? What's good? What's happening with him? Nobody can't figure it out. He was cloned already, y'all. Totally cloned. You know what I mean? I believe they cloned Dave Chappelle as well. You can say what you want, fam. I'm just calling it what it is. They cloned a lot of people already, man. Dave Chappelle was totally different back in the day. He was shorter and he was skinny. Then all of a sudden now, he got a little taller and gained weight. Come on, y'all. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Something ain't right, y'all. Something's happening in this world where a lot of these celebrities that's around us is being cloned, and we sitting back thinking everything is cool, not realizing that, you know, we're in the Matrix, y'all. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna get up on out of here, you know what I'm saying? His daughter got his name Foxx. She looks nothing like him. Now Jamie's supposed to be sick. Is he gonna die? Is he alive? What's going on? Because we know she's not telling the truth by saying her father was out playing racquetball. I don't believe that. How many of you, let's just see what the people think. I don't even know how to do this thing on YouTube yet, on how you make a poll or whatever the case is. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest with you. Is it called participants? I don't know if it's called participants. I'm gonna click it and see what happened. If it shut down the stream, then hey, it is what it is. Oh, it's just telling me who the participants are. Okay, I never clicked on that button yet, fam. When you click on participants, it just shows you who are on the show or whatever the case is. I'm trying to figure out, how do you make a poll? I'm trying to see, how do you do that? I never did that before. I'm kind of looking around because I see other people doing it. Let me see. Create highlight video, share. I don't see nothing that say a poll. I don't know how you do that. I'm looking around. Let me see. I might have to probably Google, how do you create a poll during a live stream? You know, I wanted to do a poll to see what people think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because, all right, so basically this is what I wanted, right? We're going to do it like this. With a show of a 1 or a show of a 2. 1, you believe that that woman is Jamie Foxx's daughter is number 1. Number 2, you don't believe that's his daughter. Because I'm confused. What's going on? Who is this woman? Where'd she come from? You know what I'm saying? So with a show of a 1, do you believe that's his daughter? Or number 2, you don't believe that's his daughter? Because I'm confused, as one of his daughters have his last name Foxx and the other one have the last name Bishop. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on, man. Now, in one of my video streams, somebody said the daughter may be his handler. Somebody said that in one of my streams. Matter of fact, a couple of people said that the daughter may be his handler, the one that actually control the clone version of Jamie Foxx, because it seemed like she's the spokesperson. Why would his daughter have to take it to social media to say, hey, my father is home. He been home for 3 weeks. Why she got to do that when Jamie Foxx should be strong enough to say that himself? Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why would she have to do it? Why would she have to make a Instagram story claiming that her father is whatchamacallit, playing racquetball? Where is that thing? Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up, because, you know, it's really sick, man. The things that we see, you know. I personally believe she should have never talked about it. I think she should have never said nothing. I think she should have just stayed quiet, didn't speak. That way, the public would just believe whatever they want to believe. For her to say, hey, my father is out playing pickleball, that only added fuel to the fire. If anything, that's going to make people question what's happening to Jamie even more. You know, it's going to make you question the story. You know, I don't know where I put this thing, to tell you the truth. I'm over here looking and searching through this system, trying to find. Maybe I threw it in the trash. I don't even know what I did with it, to tell you the truth. I think it was under Jamie. I think that's what it is. It's probably under Jamie. I don't see it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I'm looking at something here. Let me see if this is it. Nah, let me not do that. Let me not do that. Yeah, I don't see it. Because I had it here the other day after I did my stream, but I don't see it. But pretty much you can see that in my previous live show where I talked about what the daughter had to say regarding her father playing, what is that? Pickleball. Like, it doesn't even make no sense. You know, but this is what she said. This is what the public wants to believe. I personally don't believe that. I think she's a liar. You know? But this is what's going on in these streets, so I don't believe that's his daughter. I really don't. I believe that there's some sort of conspiracy going on. And that's why she came into the forefront to try to change public opinion about Jamie. You know? Why don't Jamie have a publicist? Don't he have other representatives that can speak for him? If he was out for weeks home, where is the statements from the hospital? Where is the what do you call those people? This just now it's making all sense now. Anytime a famous person get in trouble, those people that always taking pictures pop up. You know? Anytime stars come around, those people that hog you down, they come with their cameras and they start taking pictures and they start annoying you. And people hate those people. The paparazzis, that's what you call them. Where are they at? And here's another thing. The daughter said that the father was playing racquetball, right? Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up, fam. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. A lot of crazy stuff is going on right now. Let me see if I can find this real quick and take a screenshot. Because like I said, I got other videos that I got to do. Right now, let me see. Let me turn this volume down. Let me see if I could do this real quick. Let me see. Okay. Now, let me see. Let me rewind this back a little bit. All right. Play. Okay. Trying to take a picture. Okay. Now, we know that Jamie Foxx live in a mega mansion. It's like heaven on earth, right? I have the actual video in front of me. Oh, I didn't even see that section of the house. Wow. Let me see. Is that a part of his house? Let me take a picture from there. Hold on a second. Let me take a picture from there. Okay. Let me wait for this thing to spin around. Okay. All right, let me put this into the stream. Bear with me, please, as I sort this out. And again, if you're joining in on the stream, we have about 1,300 viewing. Be sure to click the like button, fam. It shouldn't take you that long to click the like button. That way we can get to at least 1,000 likes so the video could get pushed through the algorithm. It's very important that you support the stream, help out. And if you appreciate my work, you like the things that I'm doing, my Cash App is pinned at the top of the chat. Hit the Cash App, fam, and support the show. It is very much appreciated for my time. All right? All right. So let me add this into the video so we can see this. Now, this is supposed to be Jamie Foxx mega estate right here. Wow. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy, right? Now, there seems to be some sort of construction going on. You can't see it. I can, because I have the video. You can find the video if you want. I'm just using still image. But there seems to be some sort of crane doing some sort of work. There's a lot of cars parked up in the front and whatnot. But now what I'm trying to figure out, the daughter said that he was playing racquetball. So if he was playing racquetball, that would mean that he has a tennis court on the property, right? Because now if you look at this angle right here, right? If you look at the right side of the video of the image, it appears to be some sort of court. Something is over there. I don't know if that's a part of Jamie Foxx's estate. I don't know. It could be, because it seems to be a line that is drawn around the entire property. It seems to be everything that's here is Jamie Foxx's property. So if you look down there, you see what appears to be a tennis court. I don't know if it is, so don't quote me on that. I am just speculating based on what I'm seeing, right? Because where else is he going to go to play racquetball or pickleball? Where else is he going to go? So if anything, he's going to be playing on his property. That's where he would be doing this. You understand? He would be playing pickleball on the property. Where else could he go? So now, if he's playing pickleball and social media was able to get this aerial from a drone, shouldn't the paparazzi, shouldn't they be able to have seen Jamie Foxx actually playing pickleball? Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. If Jamie Foxx was playing pickleball or tennis, where's the photos from the paparazzi? They always there. Where TMZ at? TMZ is everywhere. TMZ got drones everywhere spying on everybody. Right? What's going on, fam? If Jamie Foxx was out playing tennis, the paparazzi would have caught him playing and they would have ran up on him and was like, yo, we didn't know you were out. We didn't know you were good. Where is it? What's going on? Where the tabloids at? Why nobody's got, where's the photos? If he left the hospital, where was the paparazzi? Come on, man. If he left the hospital, come on. If Jamie Foxx was released from the hospital, you don't think the media would have got that? Don't tell me it's so private, because what's going on right now on social media is everybody's saying, oh, they don't got to tell you nothing. They don't got to say nothing. It's all about privacy. It's none of your business. Let me tell you something, man. Everything going on with Jamie Foxx right now is our business because they put it out. Yeah, TMZ is the new paparazzi. TMZ is everywhere. TMZ get all the news first. I don't know how they do it, but they may be connected with the feds. They may be able to tap everybody's phone. Let me tell you something, fam. A lot of y'all don't realize that there's surveillance on all of us at all times through your cell phones. Don't you know that on your iPhone, your phone is recording you even when your phone is off? Your microphone picks up your voice. Have you ever been looking on your phone and an ad would pop up on Instagram or on Facebook, and it was about something you were thinking about or talking about. And you're like, why am I seeing this ad on my phone? I was just talking about this. That's because your phone actually records you. There's a setting in your phone where you can turn off the microphone from recording and listening to you. Your phone is literally picking you up, and other companies are able to track what you're talking about. And what they do is through the algorithm, issue ads for certain products and services based on what you are talking about. You know what I mean? I don't got time to go through all of these different things, fam. Y'all got to do your research. Y'all got to understand what's happening. Maybe one day I might tell you. Maybe one day I might show you. But on your phone, there is a setting when you go into privacy, and you can turn these things off, because a lot of y'all may not understand that you're being tracked right now and don't even know it. You know what I mean? You're literally being tracked. Let me see what's going on with this thing here. Because I know when you go on your phone, if you're on an iPhone, right? You would go on your iPhone, you would go into settings, right? And then you would have to go to privacy. And when you go to privacy, you would have to go to microphone. And when you go to microphone, you'll see a bunch of apps that you might have on that's actually recording your voice. You know, you can turn them off from your phone. So if anybody have a iPhone, I just gave you what you needed to do. You know what I mean? And I think there was one more setting, but I forgot exactly what I did. But you might have various apps that is tracking and listening to you, not only your microphone, but your camera as well. Believe it or not, companies are able to record you right from your phone, man. They listening to your conversation, and that's not good, man. That's why you got to know how to set up your phones and whatnot. You know what I mean? And there's many other hacks and tricks that you could do with your iPhone to protect yourself, because these phones are tracking you. They're tracking devices. So my point is, I think that that's how TMZ is able to find out what everybody's doing. You ever notice anytime a celebrity or artist get off of a flight at an airport, TMZ is right there? Have you ever noticed that? Anytime a celebrity, an artist, movie actor got off of a flight, TMZ is right there to give them an interview, following them around. The paparazzi. You ever notice the paparazzi is everywhere? It's like they know when somebody's going to be somewhere and they're there with the cameras ready. How they know where they're going to be? How they know all of this stuff? A lot of the paparazzi is actually government officials, fam. The feds is everywhere. And if you look at the Jamie Foxx movie, there's a part of the trailer where you see a scene come in and you see cameras everywhere. Cameras are everywhere watching you, bro. Listen, this live show, I uncovered a lot of information, man. Make sure you getting the likes up on the stream, fam. You got to learn how to support the show, fam. If you out there in the clouds and you watching in and you ain't clicking that like button, fam, that's sad. All the information I'm bringing out, I'm breaking this thing down. You ain't getting this breakdown from nobody. Nobody does a better job than Ringo TV Reactions. So make sure you subscribe to the channel today. In the trailer for They Cloned Tyrone, you see a scene come in where you see cameras everywhere and they're talking about how the government is spying on you and how they're watching your every move. This is what they're doing right in your homes, bro. They watching you through your computer. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got yourself an iMac with a camera on the front, fam. They watching you, fam. Your laptop got a camera, they watching you. Your cell phone, they got a camera. They watching your every move, fam. We being traced. We're being followed. This is how they know where we are, man, at all times. Come on. You thought that beautiful iPhone 14 meant that your camera was closed? That's why I got a cover that covers my camera lens. But even if I cover my camera lens, bruh, they still able to track my every movement. You can't escape the matrix, fam. You can't escape. You cannot escape the matrix. That's why you got certain people in today's day that they don't even own a cell phone, bro. You got some people that would not buy a cell phone. How many of you know somebody that they don't own a cell phone? You're like, bro, what's your number? I don't got no phone. What? You don't got no phone? So how do I communicate? You can send me an email or you could do this. They don't got a cell phone, bro. Or they use a special phone that it's like it's not really connected to them. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they just don't want no phones. They don't want nothing, bro. They respect their privacy. We gave up a lot of privacy, man. So that movie, y'all might think it's gonna be comedy, but hey, you gotta be serious, man. So, hey, I don't know. Could all of this be one big publicity stunt from Jamie Foxx to hype the movie up? Could it be a marketing campaign to make us talk about they cloning Jamie Foxx because the movie is about cloning? Come on, man. They play games like this, y'all. Think about it. There's a lot of hype that's coming out of this. So you know when the movie drop, everybody gonna be on Netflix, everybody gonna be tuning in, everybody gonna be wanting to see what it's about, you know? Because they gonna wanna see what happened to Jamie. What's going on? Man. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get up on out of here. This was a great stream. You know what I'm saying? Great stream. A lot of information was shared. Again, if you like my content, you appreciate the work, hit the Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. Support the work, support the time that I put in, the energy to break all of this stuff down, and be sure to click the like button. I don't expect everybody to support the work because a lot of times you just got people that might be over here, new viewers or whatnot. If you're new, check out my channel intro. My channel intro is on the main page. You should be able to see it if you're a new viewer. That way you could be up to speed on the type of content we provide over here. You get to understand who I am, what I'm about, what I believe, and so forth, so you know what you're getting in, right? So that being said, appreciate you stopping by, taking the time out of your day, whether you're getting ready for work, whether you're off work, you know, on the grind, doing what you got to do. Stay safe out there. Peace and blessings to the chat, the mods, Tracy, V-Dub Man, wherever you at. Sean the Navigator, Sherelle, Show Shao. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon for the 10. Shamar for the 10. And I think Deshaun for the 10. Appreciate your support. We're going to be back later on. Going to go get me something to eat. You already done know the drill, man. Gonna go get something to eat, man. And then I'll be back with another one. We're gonna continue on. I got a couple of more videos I got to do about this situation, this case with Jamie Foxx. We're gonna run the numbers up and do what we got to do. And that's about it, y'all. So, hey, y'all take care. You know, I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions. Make sure you subscribe to the channel today. Click the notification bell for more. It's very important. If you subscribe, click the notification bell for all. That way you could be notified when we go live. Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Putting work in from 2006 till now. Ringo TV Reactions. Bringing you the best in these YouTube streets. Nobody is able to do this kind of commentary and breakdowns. You're listening to the best in the game, the OG, Ringo TV Reactions. We out, fam. Peace. We out of here.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.